droids.
Yeah. Oh dear. Yeah.
So do you want to Scout?
Yeah, over here. You can see what we're running up against. Just park myself in a good spot. So we got General Grievous then, with a few additions. So I've got aggressive tactics as well, which we'll talk about later. We've got strict orders, we've got tenacity, and we've got a DT-57 pistol.
Yeah.
So he's got a ranged option.
2 command upgrades, 1 training slot, and he has 1 weapon slot. So.
Yeah. And then we have a pair of the lovely droidekas, shields and such. That's got a link targeting array. So that's quite a new card. I thought I'd throw that in.
Yeah. So what is the link target array?
That is target 1 is the magic word. So after you are issued an order, you gain a name token, which is always nice to have. So that's when I give them an order token. One phase. Then we got obviously our 2 units of the B1 battle droids. First unit, we got the extra droid. We've got the E60R rocket trooper, which is the red black range 4 option. I've given them an HQ uplink because that's quite important to these droids, so we'll talk about that later at some point. And I've given them some electro binoculars because, well, I had some spare points. Yeah, it's all very thematic. The other unit of droids here just have the extra droid and the other heavy option, which is the E5C. Which is 3 black dice at range 3, so the slightly more reliable droid. Obviously, although it's generally a secret, the old command hands, we're playing the cards from the box as well, aren't we? So
the standard ambush, push, assault, and standing orders, which is your 1, 2, 3, and 4 pip, and then it will be the command cards for each of the
Grievous and Obi, which do some very interesting and special things, which will come up at some point, hopefully. Radio.
So before we start, do we want to let people know what TTS is and who made this mod for it?
Yeah, so obviously TTS, or Tabletop Simulator, is bit of software we've got here that runs on Steam. Off the top of my head, it's about 14 quid, but in a sale it's a lot less. And obviously this wonderful bit of software can do lots of tables, lots of games. There's hundreds and hundreds of mods for different games. This particular Star Wars Legion TTS mod, which I'm going to try not to butcher, is by Tieren, Tieren. So, and it's from my experience one of the better ones. Obviously, we play Legion with real minis on the tabletop, but this is quite a good representation. And it has things, as you'll see when we start playing, that make playing the game easier on a computer. With regards to things like tokens and stuff like that, because everything you would have on a real table is also here on our virtual table. So we'll point them bits out as we go. Obviously, again, you can do anything with this mod. You can run full size games, you can put any unit in that's available, or even the stuff that's upcoming is programmed in quite quickly. So a lot of the stuff that's not out and been put back is actually all playable on here already, so you can kind of get an early taster for some of the stuff.
Okay, right.
Alrighty ho.
So do you guys want to start?
Yeah, I think we're pretty much good. Obviously, we've set up before time table preset for this basic learning battle. We set up our lists and we've basically deployed them close to our respective edges. I'm over the blue side and Simon's over the red side. So, obviously, as any game of Legion, we start with our first command card, which I've got to remember how to do this. Yes, that, and I've got to flip it, haven't I, and put it next to you. So, mate, see what we go for.
Yeah.
There we are. I'm going to let you take the initiative then with 3 assault.
Assault, which allows me to hand orders out to 3 units.
Yeah.
4 pip called standing orders, which only allows him to hand an order out to 1 unit, but he does get back in his hand, whereas my card will have to go.
Yours is expended. So my lucky tokens.
I'm going to give to Obi-Wan and both my
Squads. Yeah. So obviously I'll give my one to Grievous here. And I've got a lovely HQ uplink on my droids. So what that does is lets me tap it and give an order to the said unit of droids. Which I suppose, Simon, we'd better talk about the wonderful coordinate now, haven't we? So, right, so I give my token to my first unit of droids, and as they are in range 1 of another unit of droids, I can now chain an order onto them, which is another token. So what that does, obviously, I'm getting my tokens out to most of my stuff, and obviously droids, if they don't have order tokens, have a AI keyword, which means I basically can't choose what I'm doing, that they have a kind of forced action thing, if we'll come to later.
A lot of droid units, if ever they don't have a order token on them, they do have to do something.
Yeah, so it'd be like AI attack is the most
common
thing, which obviously if they can, then their first action has to be an attack, which is obviously not great because you can't take an aim first, you can't move first. So that's why it's good to get the tokens out, because I can obviously now pick what those 2 droid units do. Obviously my droidekas don't have a token, so they will be stuck with their AI attack move. So unless you have an order token, the first action must be an attack or a move. So they've got a bit more flex about them. So I'm not mega worried about that. But there we are, mate. So we got our tokens out. Obviously you have the lower pips, so let you start off.
So I'm going to activate, because it's an early turn, I'm going to activate Obi-Wan first.
Okay.
And so what we do with this, basically on the token, there is a little green part that says act. So click that, it opens up a set of options, which gives us the ability to do certain things. So the first action I'm going to do for Obi-Wan, I'm going to give him a move action card.
Yeah.
So it has a movement value of 2. So I'm going to do a full speed 2 move behind the barricade.
Yeah.
Done there. I think I am then going to give him a standby token.
Yeah.
I am going to use my force power of force reflexes.
Give him a dodge token. Yeah.
Just tap it to give him a dodge token.
Yeah.
I've got a standby and a dodge. And Obi has an ability called Master of the Force 1. So when I finish Obi-Wan's action, he gets to untap one of his force powers. So, should untap
gets his card back. Yeah, always good.
And that's the end of his activation. And the other thing I did forget to do, which I think you have as well, is Surge Token.
Yeah, this is true. Yeah, we're both forgetting things already. That's a good sign. Yeah. Yeah,
So
obviously.
Aggressive Tactics is a command card, and it allows up to 4 units with a face-up order token if you are the nominated commander. So when you play your command card, you have to nominate who's issuing those orders. And as long as you are the nominated commander, you get to put up to 4 surge tokens on 4 units with face-up order tokens. So in my case,
late.
1 on Obi, 1 on one set of Phase 1 clones on the red ones, and 1 on the blue set of Phase 1 clones. They each got a surge token.
Yeah, that's a regular happening thing. Is a nifty little card that, and we will get to the surge tokens shortly, I expect. So thinking about it, you were in there, and what are the 12, and obviously with the real game, you would have your measuring sticks to figure out ranges and things. This little line tool is what we use on here, and you just obviously, the general measuring sticks are 6 inches per part, so 12 inches is range 2. So we have other things to help us with that when the time comes. So I think then really start the day off by these droids here moving, I think. So
it's the black droid unit that's now moving.
Yeah. What I don't want to do, obviously, is to spread out.
So in this training scenario, is it basically just trying to wipe out the other team?
Pretty much, yeah.
This would be a good representation of what your first game of Legion would be if you buy the core box set. So it includes 8 barricades, which is exactly what's included in the box set. And really and truthfully, you would probably, as your first game, just play a game of. I think that's pretty much what we played at the club, wasn't it, Carl, when you did the demo?
Yeah, when I first was trying to get everyone hooked into this, yeah, it was.
First to kill all the other models.
Yeah, obviously there's your standard game is 800 points, which is an awful lot more than we've got. This is about 450.
Yeah.
But there is a set of rules nowadays for 500 point skirmishes, so if you're getting in, that's a good place to start, because your core box and 1 extra box of minis, if you like, is going to get you going, and that's enough to play sort of small games on a smaller scale. Hopefully that'll all be added to our wonderful mods soon, all the skirmishes and the proper scenarios, as obviously in general Legion's a much more objective based game at the higher end, so many varying ones. Right, so we've moved some droids up. You might see my lovely circle, which is cohesion, which is how far you can place your other minis away from your leader.
Carl, can you tell what your thoughts behind this move? So, what you're thinking about when you've moved the droids and how you've moved them?
Yeah, in that case there, I've tried to keep half of them behind the barricades, whilst getting a decent way up the board. And also, you're taking of a standby token quite early. I obviously didn't want to move again and trigger your standby straight away, so that's why I sort of stopped them there. And very much, I'm going to hit the button now to see what my ranges are like. Obviously, generally you would have your range tool and your one stick out to range. One is the sort of white circle, 2 is the black circle, 3 is the red circle. As we can see, I could potentially try and shoot Mr. Obi-Wan now. This could be slightly dangerous, but I think we should do it because it's fun. So, right. So I'm going to say that. Obviously, he's behind a barricade, which helps him immensely. Cover, which we'll get to in a moment. And my droids here, this is my E5C squad, isn't it? So we are in our lovely range 3, which means all my guys get shot.
Yeah. So yeah, just going through some of the attack step. So the first stage of the attack step is to your defender is going to be.
Yeah.
So in this case, you've chosen Obi-Wan. We then measure from the unit leader.
Yeah.
The target defending nearest model in the defending unit, and this then actually establishes the range that you're attacking at. So in this case, it's range 3.
Yeah.
You know, some of these models at the back here, these B1 battle droids at the back, might not be in range 3 themselves because the attack is done from the droid leader. It is all considered range 3.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
now any weapon that can see the
see the enemy, yeah.
The enemy that has a weapon profile matching that range can now shoot.
Yeah. Which lovely battle droids get 1 white dice each for shooting at range 3, which is the worst of the dice because it has lots of blank sides. And my 1 heavy droid gets 3 black dice, which makes things a little bit better. So we go over to our lovely dice roller. 2, 3, 5.
So with the dice roller, every time you click on the dice, it will generate 1.
Dice. Creates 1 dice of relevant colour. So obviously we see I've got my 10 dice on there now. And obviously we want hit symbols and crit symbols. A surge might be good, but we'll see what they land on. So, okay. We got a critical, we've got 2 hits, and we got 2 surges. So I could spend that lovely surge token I have, turn 1 of those surges into a hit, which will give me basically a critical and 3 hits against Obi-Wan. So at this point, Simon has a few decisions because he has tokens about there, and his token could be quite useful here.
It could be.
Yeah.
So, I think
obviously I should say to come away for cover before your decision. So because he's behind heavy cover, 2 of my hits get negated. So basically I'm left with 1 critical and 1 hit, which Simon has to deal with.
Exactly. So cover will never negate criticals.
No, it only ever stops hits.
Cover. And also the criticals on Obi-Wan, but if it was only the critical to go through, I couldn't spend my dodge token. I can only get standard hits with dodges. However, I think because there's possibly another squad that is going to attack Obi-Wan in a minute, I am going to just straight up roll my 2 red defense dice.
Yeah, so Obi-Wan gets red defense dice, which is the better of the 2 colours.
Yep.
So 50% success rate, I suppose, isn't it, normally?
So I'll roll those and we'll see what. So I get 1 save or 1 block and 1 blank. So that means one will take 1 wound.
Yeah, and there's a lovely button programmed in there. And there we are. And this suppression token. So what I can say is done. And I can say my droids are done. And we flip their token. Show they've activated. And then it goes back to Simon. But obviously there we've got a suppression as well, which we'll talk about again later. But that's can lead to panicking and does various things. So
I've done one from on the table. So now I'm going to draw from the command stack or the command bag.
yeah.
So I'm going to take that, and it is the bark speeder, obviously, that we knew was going to be there. So the bark speeder, because it's got the ion gunner on it, it's generally speed 3. But because it's got the sidecar on it, effectively, I reduce the speed of the bark speeder by 1. So it goes from speed 3.
Yeah.
And it has a ability called Speeder 1, which means it ignores all height 1 terrain when moving, but it also has to make a compulsory move. So in effect, speeders get 3 actions. They get a compulsory action, and then they get 2, their normal 2 actions as the droids.
Yeah.
So I've got to start with my move.
You should probably have to change the
which I will
template because it's programmed to 3 in it.
3, so I'm going to change it to 2. And I'm just going to move that one there. Like so. I'm then going to check my range. Let's see what I've got. Unit of B1 battle droids there at range 3. So I think what I'm going to do now for my first action, I'm going to take a aim token.
Yeah.
And for my second action, I'm going to attack. And I'm going to attack the B1 battle droid unit that hasn't yet.
Yeah.
Blue B1 battle droid unit that hasn't yet attacked. Yeah. I'm going to spend the ion gunner.
Oh dear.
Add the ion gun to the pool. So now my normal pool would be 1 red, 1 black, 1 white. But I'm now adding the ion gun in, which is also 3 black and 1 white. And I can do this because the bark speeder has the ability Arsenal 2, which allows you to weapons. So we have a total in the attack pool now of 4 black, 1 red, and 2 white. So go over to the dice tray.
Yeah.
Clear my defense dice.
Yeah.
So it was 1 red, 2 white, 4 black.
Yeah.
So give me 6 dice. And 7 black.
That's 4 black, that's it.
Yep. So we're then going to fire at the B1.
The battle droids. Oh dear, their day could turn bad. Okay.
So far we have 2 hits, 2 crits, and 2 surges. So I am going to use my aim token from the aim action that I took.
So you are. Yeah, because you surge hit on that anyway, don't you? Because it's a bark speeder. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to take the red surge and the white blank.
Yeah.
And attempt to re-roll them.
Yeah, so that's what your aim token does. It gives you 2 dice of re-roll. In most cases, there are caveats and twists to that. But
so in TTS, what you have to do, you have to kind of separate the dice away and then highlight them by holding your left mouse button and highlight.
Drag a box. Yeah.
Press R to roll the dice. And so we get
better.
And another surge. So that will equal a whole pool of 7 hits. However,
yeah, this isn't.
I'm firing over heavy cover here.
Yeah. So
That is going to take 2 of the hits off. So that is going to mean that Carl needs to roll 5.
5 saves. Oh dear, these droids would be in a bad place. I get these lovely white defense dice, which don't have a lot on them. So here we go. And that's not good, droids. Okay, so they do have a surge token, which I am going to elect bend on one of those, I think.
Yep.
So that basically saves 2, which means that's 3 wounds go to me. Each droid is 1 wound, so 3 of them are going to leave us. And I'm just checking, because I've got to make sure. Yeah, heavy front, isn't they? Those 3 droids.
In this case, the one battle droid is going to get a suppression token.
Yeah. Now,
Weapon.
yes, this is where ions.
Ion token.
Yeah, it's not majorly fun. So, suppression tokens generally, obviously they work towards panicking units. Most units would gain a bit of cover from that, which would be light cover. It doesn't stack with the barricade because you can never do better than heavy cover. If they were out in the open, they would still get light, but droids don't. They have different things, and obviously ion is the droid's suppression, if you like. So that token means those droids will lose an action because of the ion.
Yeah.
And obviously, again, most other armies, yours there and the previous Imperials and Rebels, it's suppression that would cause them to lose actions generally on their troopers.
Exactly.
So, right.
So we are now done with my
Done
attack.
with that one, which...
That one's activation. And
yeah. So I think then, in that case, we will get these here droids that have just been shot at moving. And we will. First thing we do, because they have a suppression token, is we do a rally step.
Yeah.
So over to my dice roller. No matter who you are, generally speaking, you roll white defense dice for this. So for however many suppression you've got, you roll that many dice. So I've got 1, so here it comes. It's a blank, so I keep the suppression token.
Yep.
Big deal. Nonetheless, so that ion token eats one of my actions. So these droids here will only get 1 action this time.
They will. So they'll be acting exactly as if someone had, exactly as if someone
had suppressed them in a, yeah. Yeah, so really, I mean, I could take a shot at that speeder, or I could just move myself up to the barricade is my sort of main thinking here. I think it's just going to be a move up. Obviously, they don't need all their move, as we can see, movement all, so you can just partially move them if you like.
Might be a good time now, Carl, to explain if you were going to try and move over this barricade.
Yeah,
this wouldn't be a legal maneuver, would it? At current?
No. For most things, you would slow your speed down. So, most of our general trooper units here are speed 2. So you would sort of drop down to a speed 1, which is the shorter tool there. Or alternatively, you find a path around with your normal speed. But in this case, obviously, I don't particularly need the tool. them up there. Again, obviously, the other main thing here is if your leader is touching the barricade, it doesn't skew your shooting. So that's obviously why I'm moving them up there. And that'll be them done. And that ion token can go away because it's horrible. There.
Okay, so I'm going to activate the red
red clones. Next.
So my first action is going to be a move. So I'm going to move the Trooper up here, just behind the barricade. And this is where I guess will be a bit tokens.
Yeah.
So he's going to move up just behind the barricade. So. And then we will use cohesion.
Range to, yeah, spread them out if you wish.
In behind the cover. And 2 outside the cover. So again, like yours,
yeah.
try to get 50% behind the cover of my unit, or more than 50% of my unit behind the cover. Surge token with them.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to let's just check my range to start off with.
Yeah, it's a little table, so yeah, plenty of choices, I think.
Yeah. So we'll go attack. And I think we'll go for the ions unit again because I don't.
Yeah.
The reason why I'm going for this is because it has my it has the rocket launcher in it, basically.
Yes.
Which is a very powerful tool that they have. So I'm going to attack the droids with this unit. So this is the Z6 unit.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get 4 black dice.
It's a dice.
And I'm going to get 6 white dice. Got a total of 10 dice there. And I'm going to hit up the rolls.
Okay. Ooh,
so, not great.
That so far, yeah.
Not great. So we have a surge token, but it's almost not worth me spending that because whatever I do there, it is a heavy cover.
Yeah.
I do have 2 crits though.
Yeah, so they're the main thing.
Through, and they're the main thing. So we have 2 that have gone through.
Yeah, should be 2 white events dice for my droids again. And, yeah, very blank. Yeah, so that's 2 more droids. Off we go. And we had a suppression in here as well. Back with that one.
And they are now done with that action. And that'll end their activation.
That's that. That's a pretty battered looking unit of droids over there. So, okay. Yeah. I think we're going to have to get these droidicas going. So obviously I didn't give them an order, so that would be in my stack of tokens that I never put away, did I? That's alright. That's why. There it is. So, okay. Obviously they didn't have an order token, so they're stuck with the AI attack move keyword now. Have a look. Obviously I haven't got anything in range for these guys to attack. So,
the other thing worth mentioning with these guys, and I probably should have mentioned it with the Bark Speeder, so you'll see on the TTS when Carl brings up the range that there is an arc coming out of the front.
Yes.
Coming out the front. Now a lot of these have a fixed front attack profile. basically meaning that they can only shoot what is in their arc. So if they can't see it, they can't shoot it. Troopers are different. They have a 360-degree line of sight, so they can see right the way.
Yeah. You got left, it's that other clone squad, isn't it? Yeah. Starting to wish I hadn't deployed pointing that way now. So, I'm actually thinking here.
So, apologies, people, if you've been watching that and you realise that the camera isn't moving around quite as much. I had to take a telephone call. And I can't multitask. Someone I was meant to ring earlier just rung me up to remind me that I didn't ring them. It's nice of them. But I'm back on it.
Ideal.
Good. Right. Yeah, so droidicas are generally slow and can only go speed 1. I'm just pondering whether to hair them up the board in their wheel mode to try and close some ground here. Yeah, let's do that then, I think. So I'm going to read it. So when I activate, I may increase my maximum speed to 3. If I do until the end of the round, I get cover 2, but I can't attack or flip shield tokens. So some pros and some cons there.
So that's the wheel mode.
Yeah.
It's the wheel mode, yeah.
What I'm wondering now for their second move is...
So we've got a question coming over Twitch.
Yeah.
And while Carl's moving out, I'll put this towards Simon. Holdout's asking, how viable do you guys think the droids are as a competitive army?
Wow. Personal opinions, I think that they are viable as a competitive army currently. The only problem that they have is options. You're very limited in what you can take at the moment, but there are still some very good competitive lists. I played against a gentleman in the Southwest Prime Championship last month, who was playing a 9 activation droid list, and he ended up coming 3rd within the tournament. So out of 10 players, so a good showing from him. They are very good, but yeah, I think they're only going to get better as time goes on.
Yeah, I agree with that one. Definitely. Obviously, they are limited with options, but certainly since Dooku's appeared as well, the Dooku Grievous list is actually pretty brutal if done right. I think is my take on it. Haven't quite nailed it yet, but that's more due to pilot error probably. But yeah, I have had some good results with Dooku, I suppose. So,
yeah, Dooku's been great.
Yeah, looking ahead as well, obviously the other options for the troopers would be interesting. The tank would be very interesting. I think that could change the game for them.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we've got the B1 battle droid coming up soon.
B2, yeah, the big B2s.
Sorry, the B2, sorry,
yeah.
B2 battle droids.
Yeah,
soon.
Not massively sure for them at the moment, but I don't know if they're going to fall into the problem that things like fleet troopers and such have with them being a range 2 unit, but I can see a case for 1 or 2 still. Do get a lot of dice, a lot of wounds.
A lot of dice, a lot of wounds. Decent courage value on them as well. So, so I'm going to take an attack action, Carl.
Yeah. Obviously, I've got my wheel mode token.
So they are
parked the second guy in there for later, just in case.
Yeah. So this time I only get, because I've only got the DC 15 now, I've got 4 red black dice and 2 red. And we are going to give these a roll. What we get.
Look at that then. So
2 crits, 2 hits, 1 surge. The surge, because of the ability on the DC-15,
Yeah.
critical one, allows me to convert one
That's
offensive
gonna be
surge
3
to
then.
crit. So it's
Yeah.
3 criticals.
Yeah, so I want me 3 dice to save. Obviously, I can't use my shields because I'm in wheel mode,
Wheel
but
mode, yeah.
we are getting cover anyway from either means. So I'd like to see a save here because I don't want to lose a droideka yet. Yeah. Now, yeah, they do have a surge, so I've got 2 wounds to go on. Yeah, it's the one thing they do have is surge to defense, isn't it? I always
Yes, they
get
do.
that. But yeah, so it hurt, but we're alive, so yeah, that's fine. That's you all, guys. So that leaves me, Mr. Grievous, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
No. Now, getting croaky. Now, did we have a thing here? It's relentless.
We do. He
Yeah, we've got
has
lots.
relentless, but he also has scale.
Scale was the movie
Which-
over thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, allows him to move over terrain without any problems. So.
Yeah. Actually thinking here. Yeah. Obviously that we're yeah. Could actually shoot his pistol at the old bark speeder, I suppose.
He
I
could.
did that. Bit of a risky play this, I think, but still fun. Yeah, I think we'll do that, shall we? Because don't get to use that very often. So, fun in games. Was it 2 black and 2 white? One this one, let's say. Try our luck. Yep, it's holding out. But that's absolutely 0, Mr. Grievous. Never mind.
You can see he's just as effective in the game as
Yes, it's a perfectly good rendition of him there. Oh dear.
lots of coughing, lots of spluttering.
Yeah, so obviously
Lots of
that's the end of our first turn, isn't it? So
It is, yeah. So now
Yeah.
what we do, we
Have a
will
little
go
tidy up.
through and tidy up the tokens. So what we can do now is on TTS we can go and hit this red button over near the monitor here that says
Yeah.
return tokens, and that will return all the command tokens into our command token area.
Yeah.
Which is near the dice pots, near the dice rolling trays. And it's also taken all the green, what we call green tokens, off the models. So any standbys, any surges, any aims, any dodges. And then
You got the suppression button before I mess it up.
yellow button underneath the red button, which is remove 1 suppression. So at the end of every round, 1 suppression comes off from each unit. So that will take the suppression away.
That's that.
And now you'll see that leaves Obi-Wan with his 1 wound token on him. And the droidekas with their 2 wound tokens.
And I've still got a suppression on the poor little droids over here in the corner as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Never mind. But okay.
That was the first round, so now we're going to go back into the cards again.
Yeah. In this case.
Go with this card. Yeah.
Yeah, I think then I'm going to go with that.
Ready?
To go.
3, 2, 1.
You went 3. I went 2
I
then.
did.
Yeah. So, obviously I've got, this is General Grievous, Supreme Commander. 2 troopers for the orders, and he gets 1 surge token for each other friendly trooper at range 1. Go and measure that below. While another friendly trooper unit has a face-up order token, it gains Guardian 2 and can use Guardian play. So droids can throw themselves into the way here.
And I've gone with General Kenobi, which is a 3-pip. So this allows me to give an order token to Obi-Wan Kenobi and 2 units. So not troopers. This is the important thing. So whereas Carl's one only allows him to issue order to troopers, so he couldn't now give an order to the droidicas.
Yeah.
He has to give it to either Grievous or either of the B1 battle droids. I can give my 2 units, so I could give it to the Bark Speeder. I could give it to my clone troopers, and obviously Obi-Wan's going to get one.
Yeah.
And what this says is when Obi-Wan Kenobi issues an order to a unit, that unit gains 1 surge token for each other friendly unit at range 1 of it.
Yeah.
So,
similarities.
I'm going to obviously give 1 to Obi-Wan Kenobi. Now,
Grievous, yeah, it's got
I'm going to use the token to use the range ruler to see who's in range 1 of me. So Obi is going to get 2 surge tokens because he's got the red unit of Phase 1 clone troopers within range 1, and he's also got the Bark Speeder in range 1. So he's going to get 2 surge tokens.
Just doing the same over here, obviously shows my droids all in close. So,
on Obi. So Obi is going to get 2 surge tokens.
Yeah.
So that's
surge tokens everywhere this turn.
Yep. So I'm then going to give 1 to the core unit here. And they're again going to get, because they've got the Bark and Obi in their range. And then last but not least, we're going to give 1 to the Bark Speeder. And again, he's going to get 2 surge tokens.
Yeah, so obviously this turn there's surge token heaven here, because obviously I'm in a similar boat. I've got my aggressive tactics. My 2 troopers, obviously trooper is what's the word, Simon? Infantry, isn't it? Infantry base. So my 2 will be Grievous and a droid trooper, which then can coordinate to another droid trooper. So obviously they're getting 1 for aggressive tactics here.
So again, Obi will get 1 for aggressive tactics.
Yeah, you've got a lot. Am I completely doing this wrong? Each other friendly trooper. Yeah, I'll pick
friendly units.
2 for some reason there.
Aggressive tactics and 1 more to the 1 more surge token.
I can go into that.
To the Bark. So that's the Bark with 3 surges, mate. The red clone trooper unit with 3 surge tokens, and Obi with 3 surge tokens.
Happy days! Yay! So, obviously I have the lower pips this time, which is a good thing. It gives me the first option here. Although the downside is I kind of want to do 2 things, and I don't know which one I prefer. I think, to be honest with you, I'm gonna go take a risk, and I'm gonna go and do my droidicas, because I have a suspicion one of them could die in a moment. So obviously they didn't have a token again, so they're stuck with their AI move attack. Nonsense. Yeah. I think I'll thin some of this stuff out, really. Yeah, so I think then we'll go which that's OB, in it.
That is OB, yeah.
So we'll have the is it the one underneath? Yay, there we are. Yeah.
So you're going to attack the...
Into the red clones here with our Udroidicas.
Yeah.
Which is that they get a red, black, black each here. So, decent. Alright. See what we hit. Oh my days, dice roller.
One hit.
Yeah, so we don't have anything else relevant that's going to help. No aims or anything impressive, isn't it? Yeah, so really we're looking at the critical, ain't it? Because obviously the hit would, yeah, it's got.
So again, the clones. The benefit of the clones is that they have a red defense dice. So
yeah. Way more shields on them, people.
And we get a surge. So I will spend one of the 3 surge tokens that they have to convert that to a success. They will set a suppression though. You just put the attack up again, mate.
Oh yeah, I clicked that too soon. I actually got a lot of great options here for my second action, have I?
Not really.
Suppose they're allowed a token, aren't they? So that's sort of all they can do, isn't it?
Yep.
That's it. So we flip my token. They've been hoping for a bit more on the older. Oh, actually, I forgot that's a double suppression because it's impressive, isn't it? That's right. I'll add one to that.
Cool.
Got him.
Yeah, so that is a suppressive weapon. So
yeah, so it causes 2 suppression tokens. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna use the draw from the stack and use the clone trooper.
Yeah.
So they are just going to stand still. They're going to take an aim token, and then they are going to attack the droidicas for what it's worth.
Yeah, at least I have shields at the moment, so
we get 4 black dice, 1 for each of the guys in the unit, and 2 red dice for the DC 15. And we get 3 hits and a crit, so we get 2 black dice that we're going to re-roll using the aim token. So we're going to spend our aim. So what I'm doing here, I'm just going to hover over the aim token and press delete to show that I've used it. And then we'll re-roll. And we get another hit in. So we are going to have to take 2 off for the cover. So that is 3.
It's down to 3. So I might actually spend a couple of shield tokens here, I think. So obviously these droidicas get 4 lovely shield tokens, which you can flip over to spend, and basically that's gonna add a block, isn't it?
It is.
So I've obviously then got 1 save to make on my white save dice still, because there's a critical. And we're still gonna leave the droid eco, aren't we? So
Yeah.
I think thinking about it.
So it's one droid eco down.
Lying down. So the droids are evaporating.
And that is their action
Yeah.
finished and done with.
So I think at this point the Grievous is gonna have to move or do something. Is the right thing. Yeah. As fast as I was hoping, is he? Actually thinking here. My relentless is my free attack, isn't it? So could I? Bit too far away, sadly. So go back to our plan there. And in. Yeah. We'll have a shot at the old
Let's shoot the
right
box
with
speeder.
the old pistol there. Not quite white. And that's a bit more useful. Obviously, has surge tokens, which the way this has gone, I'm going to spend a couple of them.
Yep.
Because we get something done. That'll put us to 3, which I think will be 2 because your
cover
thing
one
has speeder, doesn't it? So yeah,
it does.
these speeder bikes get cover.
So that's going to give me 2 red defense dice to roll, because unlike most speeder bikes, the bark speeder is a heavy speeder, so gets the better.
Actually, I did make a slight botch there. Actually, rewind. Yeah, it's critical one, so I didn't need to spend one of them surges. All right,
It's fine.
That's all right.
That's cool.
Yeah,
it's not a problem. So we are going to roll these dice, and I get 1 blank and
one blank
surge.
the surge, so your surge will.
I'll spend a
block
surge
on them.
to block.
Yeah.
One of them.
So we got 1 on him.
So we get 1 wound.
Yeah. There he is.
And that is Grievous done.
Now, what we need to know is. Okay.
Use the line tool now. I'm just going to see how far that is.
Closer than I wanted to be, maybe. We'll see.
So 10 inches. So I think that I've got the movement to get into Grievous now with Obi if I want to. So we'll try it. So we're going to activate Obi-Wan. We're going to do a move action. And we're going to shift the template over this way.
He has the lovely jump keyword.
Yeah, so the first thing I'm going to do is use his jump action. So it is an action that you have to declare you're going to use. So he has jump 1, which means that while I'm using jump 1, I can make a move and any height 1 terrain. So I'm going to do my full move there. using my jump 1 ability. And then I'm going to move again.
Yeah. You can
I think
make
I
that.
only need to move 1, almost. But we'll move straight into combat with
Oh,
General
the
Grievous.
stab.
So we'll move into combat with Grievous. And then we will attack. Grievous, because Kenobi can do this because he has the ability charge. So
Yeah.
Simon,
So
charge. Yes.
can you move the token off the card? Can't read the
Yes.
card. That's it.
Certainly. There we go.
numbers that way.
So I'll tell you what, let's move the numbers off all the cards.
Yeah.
Then they can be seen a bit better. Okay, so Obi-Wan is going to charge in. Now he has a wound token on him, which means that his training ability of tenacity is activated. So while performing a melee attack, if you're wounded or have one or more of your minis have been defeated, have 1 red attack die for your attack. So Obi-Wan unfortunately has the worst lightsaber in the galaxy.
Yeah.
Compared to everyone else, his is 2 red, 2 black, 2 white. Critical 2, impact 2, pierce 2. So we are going to go in with 2 red, 2 black, 2 white from his lightsaber, and 1 additional red dice from tenacity. And let's roll it up. See what we get.
Oof.
So we get 2 crits and 3 hits.
Okay. So Mr. Grievous here has a couple of things. Sadly, I don't have a dodge token, so I can't use the block to get the surges, but I have impervious, and you have pierce 2, isn't it? So I get 2 additional defense dice.
You do.
That. So you had 5, so that means I get 7 dice, isn't it?
It does.
And Mr. Grievous with red ones. And he can't do very well with them either. Oh dear. So we've saved 2.
2, so that's 3 wounds.
3 wounds. Dear.
And then, as a free action,
That has landed on you. Yeah.
as a free action, I'm going to spend the force reflexes again.
Yeah. You get that back
To,
for free.
Give Obi a dodge token, and that will end his turn. And then force reflexes will tap. Unspent.
Think. The rocket launcher guys over here, like pressure enough, mate. And we get rid of our suppression.
Okay, so Carl basically gets rid of the suppression because he's rolled a result.
A surge. Yeah, a surge or a block does you there. So, in that case, let's add an order token. So, our rangers here. 3 to that bark speed array. So I think this is an aim and a shoot. These.
Yep.
And a rocket. So it's 2 normal guys left. Unit been ravaged. And our rocket launcher, which can I find it? So red, black, black, and that. Unit up there. In. So we're up to. We're going to use our aim, and we have impact 2, isn't it?
Yes.
So,
Although this won't, impact doesn't actually affect the bark speeder because it doesn't have the keyword armor.
that's true. Yeah, we always forget that every time we play this game.
Yeah. So the keyword on the rocket launcher is the fact that it has impact 2, which would, in ordinary scenarios, with anything that had with a vehicle that had armor, or a creature trooper that has armor.
Yeah, potentially. Yeah.
It would allow you to make that many hit results into critical results.
Yeah.
This is done in the modify attack dice step. So this is after the dodge and cover has been applied, but before any defensive modification to dice happens.
Yeah. So I spent my surge token as well there to make it into
You spent your aim token to reroll 2.
to reroll 2, and then I've spent my surge token to change that white to a hit, which is cover 1, isn't it?
Because I'm cover 1,
yeah,
it is.
I can go away.
So here we go. Let's see what we get.
Oh, he's saving Mooslet.
So that was on the bark, wasn't it? You said?
Yeah. So we're chipping at it.
So
that's the not though.
It's good to add here that as you're chipping the vehicle down, so it's total on the bark speeder, but it has a resilience value of 3. So when I get to 3 wounds, we will go through the vehicle rules for resilience.
Yeah, vehicle damage.
In the vehicle damage table. So I'm going to activate the red clone trooper unit here, and they are just going to get a aim token, and they're going to attack. And although they've already gone, I really want to try. You want to
get rid of them, don't you? Yeah.
The HQ uplinked.
Yeah.
So I've got all my guys can see them, so I'm going to get 4 black dice because that is the basic weapon on their weapon profile, and then I'm going to get the 6 white dice again. A nice 10 dice, and let's roll them up, and we'll see how well we do. So we get 4 hits, we get 1 crit. So I'm going to use the aim token, and I'm going to take the black dice and 1 of the white dice. And the reason for taking the black dice is because it's got a slightly better chance of actually doing
success,
coming up with a result for me. And we will just highlight them and press the R button to roll, and we don't get anything. So it is 5 results. 2 are coming off for your heavy cover.
Yeah.
So that will give you 3 dice to
3, but no tokens. So this could be their end. Wow. Yep. Off they go. Oh dear, these droids are made of paper today. So we have our first casualty over there. Yeah, so obviously you've
But on the bright side, they don't get a surge token, right?
yeah, quite, yeah. It's way less work for me and less clicking, I suppose, for them. It also covers up my...
We do need to rewind that.
Oh, do we? Oh.
Because I forgot a step in my hastiness. So I forgot to rally.
Oh, yeah. So
I rally 1, so...
Yeah, you would have been...
On the 1.
On the 1 still, wasn't it? Ooh.
Yeah. So I only get the 1 action. So rookie error here.
Yeah, we'll rewind that point in time then.
Yep.
We might get them back yet.
Let's see what we go. So we still get 5 results.
Yeah, which would be
Which is 3.
which would then work out at 3, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Which I would actually save one. Let's say.
Yeah, that's cool.
So I'll find
put
him.
your leader back, mate.
Put him back.
Spend a surge token. That's my my hastiness there. So apologies
Yeah.
to the
Don't worry.
Carl there.
So yeah. At least we catch these things before it's hours later, or try to. So obviously we've got one unit of droids left over here, and mate, on the range 3 again, haven't we?
Yep.
Well, I think I'm going to continue my theme of picking on the old
Picking on the
bark speeder here. So, not much fun. Obviously, this is my E5D squad. No keywords, just thinking about it. It's going to be an aim and a shoot, isn't it?
It will be.
Come back. There we are. So, 3 black. And I'm unscathed, annoying them. Yeah. And so, 10 dice. Yeah. And we found 3. So, we've got a black dice to re-roll. Roll. And
Get a hit and a crit out of it.
better.
Better.
So that's that.
Cover will take 1 off.
Yeah.
So
4 to save, isn't it?
red.
Oh wow!
And
Here we
save.
go. Look.
That bark speeder does not want to die.
Oh dear. Yeah. Well, that's dice. There they go. Yeah.
Yep. So that's them done.
So then that leaves the bark speeder with a free run at the droids now, doesn't it?
Yeah. So he has to do a compulsory move. So I'm just gonna sort of shift myself around that way. Like so. And we are done there. I'm then going to take a recover action, Carl.
Sorry, Simon.
Yeah.
The
No worries.
compulsory move,
Yes.
is it their full length they have to move?
They do, but for mine, because I've got the sidecar on, my maximum speed is reduced by 1, so I only have to move 2.
Cool.
So it's kind of a blessing and a curse of the sidecar. It makes you slightly slower, but it does allow you to get away with those slower moves on the compulsory movement. But yes, you are right, John. You do have to make that compulsory move at your
Yeah. You don't want to crash into things because you can.
Exactly.
Like the little speeder bikes.
Yeah. So my first
damage
action
done.
I'm going to do, Carl, is to take the recover action.
Ooh,
So-
yeah, to get your ion gun.
The recover action
Right.
allows you to basically unspend any of your upgrades that you spent. So in my case, I get the ion gunner back.
Yeah.
Because every time I shoot the ion gunner, I've got to tap it. But also, if you had suppression on you, it would allow you to remove all suppression tokens on you.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, for your
important
troopers. Yeah.
important little thing for your troopers. And then I am going to do for my second action. I'm going to attack. Why is it saying that droidica is not?
Oh, hang on. Have we
We've
got,
got the leader out on
yeah,
there.
we got a problem there, haven't we?
We got the leader out on the out on the limb there.
Substitute. Hi.
So when that unit
That
took
actually
a
should be out
casualty,
there, shouldn't it?
Yeah,
Yes.
you removed the leader instead of.
Yeah, that was it. that was one of those things with TTS, is that when you put wounds on things, I think it attracts to the leader, model, and then of course you sort of pick up the wrong one.
The leader model's always the last one to be removed.
Yes.
So yeah.
Or of course there's the weird thing where you sort of replace them if there's things out of line of sight and stuff like that. But that's for more complicated tables
than this one.
Yeah.
So I'm going to spend the ion gunner here, and I'm going to attack the droidica in front of me.
Yeah.
So I get my red, black, white, and my black, 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 white now. So we are red, black, white for the main one, and black, black,
particularly
black,
horrible
white on the iron.
Droidicas.
Okay, so we're going to give them a roll. See how we do. So 2 crits and 2 hits. So, one of the rules of Ion.
Yeah. Several.
So this vehicle, it has Ion 1. So the first thing that it will do, it will put an Ion token onto Carl's droidicas. Now, Ion 1 against anything that has shields will, or Ion in general that has anything that has shields, will strip shield tokens. So it will make Carl spend
one of my
shield
tokens
goes up
goes
to the Ion value. So this is Ion 1, so you have to spend 1 shield token.
But I get nothing in return
He
for
gets
that.
nothing in
That's
return
the
for
catch.
that.
Yeah. So obviously, that's quite a bit there, because I've obviously ended up out in the open now, haven't I? So I could potentially flip my other shield to get rid of 1.
Yep.
Use the dodge to get rid of 1.
Yep.
And that leaves me 2 saves, doesn't it?
It does.
Which is white, but they do face that. So so that's 1 save, 1 wound. It's okay. And they have their Ion token already, don't they? Yeah.
They do.
Magic. Done. So.
And that is that.
That's going to be 2 rounds done, isn't it?
That is going to be 2 rounds done.
Yeah.
So.
Errors made there, I think. But.
That was that.
Yeah,
Okay.
they'll tidy up buttons.
Back to the tidy up buttons at the side.
What's it? I think Ion falls off at the end of the turn as well, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's. Does the tidy up button remove them? No, maybe not.
It doesn't.
No, I did notice the wheel mode one stays on as well, so obviously that's a fairly recent addition.
Okay.
Magic, so we're back to our wonderful command cards.
We are, so...
Well... It can be, is that one. There we go.
Are we ready?
Yeah. There we are. So,
it's the 1 versus
knew it was happening. Yeah. I was like, it had to be, didn't it? But
it did.
So obviously our 1 pip cards we've both gone with. So at this point, because it's a tie, this is turn 3, so I suppose I would roll the dice.
You would.
So you would generally pass the counter back and forth. One of you rolls a dice, but
yeah,
it's basically a shield is I get first activation, and if it's not, it's to Simon, isn't it? So
yeah, Carl gets the first activation.
Yeah. Obviously we get our tokens for our characters here.
Yep.
Generally that's the way of the 1 pip cards, that they're all focused on your character.
Yep.
But generally the most powerful, essentially, isn't it? So
okay, so we read out what each one does.
Yeah, sure.
Do you want to go first with,
yeah,
with
alright.
Grievous's?
Yeah, so trained in your Jedi arts is, I'd say, Grievous's order to himself. So General Grievous gains disengage and 1 dodge token. At the end of his activation, he may perform an attack against each enemy unit at range 1 using the following weapon. It's a red, black, black, white. Impressive. Range 1. So, yeah, and disengage is I can basically move normal out of combat.
Yeah. So normally you would have to take an action,
withdraw
disengage,
action, or yeah. So,
but disengage means he can just move in and out of combat as he wants.
Yeah. And
so my one is in my finest accent. Hello there. Which is Obi-Wan Kenobi gains nimble. So anyone that's listened to the podcast and has gone through the Rebel Trooper unit breakdown, nimble is a keyword ability, and basically what that means is that if I spend a dodge token, after I've spent that dodge token, I get it back. And it says at the start of the activation phase, Obi-Wan gains 1 aim, 1 dodge, 1 standby, or 1 surge token for each enemy unit at range 1 to 2.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do here, I am going to
be quite a few.
Hit the act and hit the range token.
Which is actually all 4 of them then.
Everyone. So I'm going to gain 1 aim token, 1 standby token.
Yeah.
And I think 2 dodge tokens.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Token Central again here then.
It is Token Central. And I get
I
also get a surge token because of the aggressive tactics.
Yeah, likewise. I'm same over here. So I have my dodge and my surge. Well, this is getting rather complicated now because you have a standby on there, don't you?
I do.
Yeah.
So going through why I took the standby, really, because I think that's an interesting choice.
Yeah.
So standby, I'm trying to basically make it so that Carl attacks me first. Rather than does what he possibly could do, which is to try and withdraw or to disengage from me.
Yeah.
I'm trying to keep Obi-Wan in combat because that's where he's safest. So
yeah, that's the thing. You can chase and things, isn't it? So I'll think about this a little bit because there is, I think, bit of I think I've still got to go with Mr. Grievous though because he's sat on a few wounds and just his range band. Yeah. Okay. Then take a wild stab here. And I think I'm going to have to do that. Just take the stab and then risk the disengage to get someone better, maybe. Because you can react either way, can't you?
Yes.
Yeah. So obviously, Mr. Grievous here and his multiple arms, Arsenal 2 being a thing. I think he's just going to have to swing both the old trophy lightsabers here, isn't he? Yeah. Obviously, I should mention now he has the Jedi Hunter, gets Surge critical when he's fighting Obi-Wan, or anyone with a Force upgrade slot. So yeah, so what's that? 2 red, 4 black, and 2 white, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Read all those gods. Okay. Well, 4. Four MP.
Yeah, it also stopped you from taking an aim action first.
Yeah, that was the thing. If I took an aim, you could have reacted to me taking the aim and then potentially hit me before I hit you. So that was my thinking a little bit there.
Yeah.
Not saying I'm right or wrong. It's, definitely seemed to be the way to go. But yeah, how many dodge tokens and what else are you sitting on over there is the thing.
I'm only sat on the one dodge token, mate.
Yeah. It's true.
Yeah, I'm only sat on the 1 dodge token, so.
Yeah. So we were 1 crit and 3 hits. There was no blocking or out, was there? No.
Yeah. So 1 crit and
3 hits.
3 hits. Cool.
Yeah.
So I think at this point, what I need to do, I definitely need to spend 1 of my dodge tokens.
Yeah.
1 of my 2 dodge tokens, sorry. Which will negate 1 of them. So that'll give me 2 and 1. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we are
3 saves, and it's Pierce 2. So
well, I am immune to Pierce.
you are, yeah.
But
true.
this also does another keyword on Obi-Wan called Surizu Mastery.
Yeah.
So while defending or using Guardian, if I spend a dodge token, I gain Surge to block. And the attacker suffers 1 wound for each Surge rolled. So here we go.
And there's that Surge.
So we block 1, we Surge 1, so that's 2 blocks.
Yeah. So we wound each other then, basically, isn't it? I think.
Yep.
Da-da-da.
But unfortunately, I'm pretty sure that does knock the standby token off.
I don't know if it does, because it's suppression usually, isn't it? I'm not sure I've encountered that one much, actually, as a thought. But I've got the RRG on the standby page, so...
Yeah. So the rules reference guide, as Carl was saying,
yeah,
which we're currently on rules reference version 1.5.1, which was effective on the 12th of September 2019.
Yeah, I would imagine there might be another one in the not too distant future.
Yeah, so suppression is what removes the standby token.
Yeah, or a move, an attack, or an action. Yeah. So actually, that's... Yeah. Let's think. So obviously that's my first action.
Yep, and I'll respond to that with my standby.
Yeah, you've got your standby now. So,
so this is going to be one of the...
stabbed back here, I feel.
Yep. So I do attack Grievous. So again, I have the bad lightsaber, so the 2 white, 2 black, 2 red.
Yeah.
And the extra red for tenacity. So here we go.
I keep forgetting I've got that. Never mind.
So
That's
two
okay.
surges, 2 hits. So what have we got on us? So we've got a surge token and we've got an aim token. So I think what we're going to do, we are going to take that white surge out there. Take that red, those 2 red hits, and I'm going to take a red and a black dice, Carl.
Yeah.
And use my aim
That's
token.
ones to roll.
And use my aim token to re-roll when it will let me. So there is another hit. So I'll use the surge token to convert that to a hit.
Yep.
And that is my aim, and that is my standby token gone. So that is going to give me a grand total, mate, of 4 results.
4, yeah. Okay. And it has pierce, so I get 2
3
extra
results.
dice.
3 results, mate.
3 results. So I need 5. I can dodge, I suppose. I think I'll better, because that gives me surge block then as well for block, doesn't it?
Yes.
So that 3 is now a 2. And it's pierce 2, so I would roll 4 in it. Yeah.
Yep. And that's all you need, mate.
And that's
2 blocks.
3. Well, yeah, it is, yeah. So save that, he's fine.
But he is fine.
So the standby didn't cause problems, which is good to know. Now,
Right, so before we move on, can you explain standby?
Yes.
Because that might have been a bit confusing for someone who's quite new to the game.
Yeah. So the standby, basically what that allows me to do is once a unit within range 2 performs an action, within range 2 of the model with the standby token, once they perform an action, they can spend their standby token to take an action themselves. So in that scenario there, Carl took his attack action, which was his first action, and Obi-Wan then got to respond to that attack.
By spending the standby.
by spending his standby, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
And obviously now I continue with my second action, as it were, because I've my command card in play this turn as well. I'm just pondering that disengage type tactic here. I don't think it's worth dodging over there, really. But I think enough to just move me into like there. Plenty. And I can now. No, I sure don't. Where's the common?
Yours is up there, Carl.
There it is. I'll move that out of the way because I thought, oh, it's going to be in the shot, and yeah. Okay, so obviously that's my second action, is to move out, so I can now do my command card attack.
Yep.
I'm only going to get the 2 things, so that's obviously Obi and the Bark Speeder. Let's do the Bark Speeder. We change. So, it's red, black, black, white, suppressive, isn't it? Beast.
It is.
So we are hit.
So that's going to be 2 because I'm going to get rid of
Yeah,
one for cover.
because of your cover
that. And I blank both of them. So that is going to be.
So I'll better hit the old attack button there and stick that on there.
So with 2 wounds
Just
on the bar.
doesn't it?
That takes to 4. Now I'm going to have to roll 1 red defense dice now because we've come up with this resilience.
Yeah.
So the Bark Speeder, his resilience value is 3. We're going to have to roll this dice and see what we get. So we get a blank. That, if I
Okay.
go to the back of the rules book now. So we, if you've got the set for Christmas or whatever, it goes through, and on the back page of the Learn to Play book, there is the vehicle damage. So this tells you when they receive their assigned wounds equal to its resilience value, you roll a red defense dice. So my result is blank, which means that my mini is disabled. So it's going to gain a disabled token. So I go
Okay.
one of the disabled tokens.
Yeah. All right, somewhere.
Here. And I'm going to put that by the Bark Speeder. On the Bark Speeder with its wound tokens. So it is disabled. And what disabled means is that a unit that is disabled cannot reverse, and it must spend 2 actions to perform a single non-pivot move. Now, that's not as bad on a speeder because you get the compulsory move anyway. So, but it can be quite detrimental to other vehicles like the ATST and other ones that might want to move.
Definitely true. Obviously, I've then got my second shot coming in at Mr. Obi-Wan, and I'm going to have to risk getting it batted back at me, aren't I? So red, white, black, black again.
Yep.
And we
So
got
this time one crit, one hit.
No surges.
Oh,
Okay.
do I spend a dodge token? I think I'm going to have to. So I'm going to spend the dodge token.
Yeah. So that gets rid of the hit.
Hit. And so I get the 1 red dice, which I'm going to roll. And roll blank. So it's another wound on Obi. That's 3 wounds on Obi now.
Bludgeoning away there, but
and 2 suppression tokens, which is important.
yeah, it's a suppressive gun, so he's nice. And that finally is going to be the end of Mr. Grievous's turn. It was a bit extended, but there was a lot going on, so
there was.
That.
So I'm going to so I've got 3 wounds on Obi. So Grievous is now activated.
Yeah.
So I've got a couple of choices here. I could activate Obi, and we could have a little bit of a duff up here between me and Grievous. But I think what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go to the stack, and I'm going to pull it from the stack.
Token.
And it's the
Bark Speeder.
Which is quite important. It's quite an important move, this. So we are going to move Bark to here. So that's its compulsory move. Put it on stack now. A bit of lag on.
I'll say I seem to have hit a bit on my end as well. I don't know if it's something obscure happening, but
I think then we're going to take an aim token, Carl.
Yeah.
And then we're going to attack, the droid.
The old droid cover.
So I'm not going to take the ion this time.
No, that's just your. I actually should have recharged one of the shields.
Yeah, I should have. So what I probably should have done there actually was to take a recover action
to get your ion.
Yeah, but we'll go with this. We'll see what we get. So we roll the dice. We get one of each. Sorry, 2 crits, 1 hit. So
2 crits and a hit, eh? My shield would cancel
one.
the hit, and then I need 2 whites. Save the other 2, don't I? So, and then we come, and that's some blank white dice, and like that. That's enough to toast him.
It is.
That's his 3 wounds gone. So,
And
sadly, Mr. Droideka didn't get to do a lot, but
speed it done.
Yeah.
That could have been a slight, mishap, because Obi can now get shot up by all these
Absolutely, yeah. I'll go to my random
here.
token stack, which actually, I draw the droidekas which are dead, so we draw the next one.
Yeah, it's worth mentioning. You go to the stack and you draw something that isn't
dead. Yeah, something that's gone. Okay, so obviously I'll go for the fairly full unit here, because I don't think activating one guy is going to do me a great deal of good. And obviously they didn't have a token, so they have to attack with their first action here.
So the only benefit to this is the fact that because they didn't have a token, they can't take an aim action first. So it is going to be Carl relying on
down to the luck of the
now
fickle dice, isn't it? So I mean, as he's there and he's the closest thing, I think that's the choice, isn't it? So 7 and 3, and guys are unscathed.
And the sheer weight of dice here could cause Obi to
This is the thing, yeah. That
only have 6 wounds.
Yeah. See, that many dice and only 1 hit when he's got suppression, which actually would cancel.
It would.
That's all it does, isn't it? Gives him.
Yeah. So he has light cover.
Yeah. So that's that. No, it's not. They've got a second action. Sorry, flip that again. But do I want to do much with my second action is the question, with Obi being there, and dodging it. I think.
Yeah. So they take a dodge action.
Yeah.
I think now I'm quite happy that I'm going to activate Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
Well,
he's got 3 suppression to try and rally.
Rally that off. And I rally
That's
1 off.
1, so he's fine then, isn't he? Because he's a Courage 3 commander.
Yes. So, basically, how suppression and courage works, because I think we need to go.
Yeah.
So, suppression and courage. So, each unit has a courage value. So, in Obi-Wan's case, he is courage 3. So, if after the rally step I had 3 courage 3 tokens, I would be what they consider suppressed, which means I get 1 action only. If my courage, if my
suppression,
I would then be panicked, which means that my action would be 1 action to run away, and I run towards the nearest board edge. So, in this case, Obi-Wan is down to 2, so he's under his courage value, so he gets his full amount of actions. So he gets his 2 actions. So, we are just going to do our first action is an aim action. I'm going to spend the forced reflexes.
Yeah, free dodge.
Free dodge token. And then I'm going to move to attack move into Grievous.
Yeah, which is clearly right next to him, so
And I can actually
shuffle him over when we get through the stack of
grab it.
tokens.
The tokens. So we're going to just move Obi into base space with Grievous.
Probably should have made the bases a better colour, but yeah.
Okay, so we're then going to attack Grievous.
Yeah, it's your free charge.
Red, 2 black. The tenacity.
Yeah, I remembered.
Roll, and we get 2 surge, 2 hit.
Okay.
I'm going to use aim token to re-roll red and the black surge results. See whether we can get some now. And we get 1 surge, which does nothing because
Yeah.
how many surge tokens?
Yeah.
That is just
So, just the 2, which have that magic pierce too, so I get the extra dice for impervious. So,
oh, it's also got critical too. So
oh, actually, yeah, that surge was good then, wasn't it?
that surge was good. Yes. I'm forgetting that.
So in that case, that would be 5 dice, and it with my extra 2, yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Woohoo! Grievous doesn't care. There we are.
Grievous cares not about your.
I have 4 arms. It's not a problem. There we go.
Okay. And that is Obi done.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm left with the draw from the stack for 1 lone battle droid. Yeah. Let's see. I am in range of the bark speeder, aren't I? So he has to shoot it. Again. 1 white dice, basically, I need. Isn't it?
Looking for a crit.
And he doesn't find it. And then he'll take a dodge and hide behind the barricade. There we are.
So I have 2 units.
Yeah.
They're both trooper units. So we'll take this unit first. They are going to check range. So we're going to take an aim token on these guys. Attack. And we're going to attack the
Yeah. Reach him.
because I can. So we get the 4. We haven't lost anything yet. 6.
No.
The
The two unscathed squads fighting it out.
We're going to roll them up. So we get 2 surges. So we're going to use aim token that I took to re-roll the 2 black dice. Better ones, and that gives me 2 more hits. So
Yeah.
results, Carl. But you're going to take 2 off because
The cover, yeah. And I may as well dodge on, mightn't I think.
yeah. So it's going to be
2 saves. There you go, droids. Lose a droid. We can deal with that. The point here is, you're removing 1.
and a surprise.
Out in the open. You keep them in there. I got the suppression. Obviously, I'm lacking units, so you delete your last one.
So I get my last unit, which is last blue squad. They are going to check range. So they range.
Yeah, that's if they got. Yeah, it's for that gun, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. So I'm just going to take an aim token, and I'm going to just fire the DC 15. So
Yeah.
can't fire any of the black dice this time because I'm not in range. Fire the 2 red. That's. And we get 2 hits. I'm going to spend the aim token. There's a reason for it.
Yeah.
Carl has a.
I'm just looking at this actually. What's the? Oh yeah, there's barricade in the middle anyway, isn't there? Yeah. So we're really looking for the old crits, isn't it?
Yeah. So I'm looking for the crits. 2 don't go through the cover anyway, so I am looking for crits. And 2 more. Part.
So that would it a low, wouldn't it? That's the only news.
That's that done. That's that done.
That's there.
So
That's the turn, isn't it?
that is the
Again.
turn. We go over to the
Yeah,
stack.
clean up area.
1 suppression off of each one. So now you'll see that Oak is sat on 1 suppression only.
Yeah, we got Albins left out there. And we out these cards, didn't we?
Card phase. We're now on turn 4, guys. So
Yeah.
priority now is, well, the dice roll will come down to me. How it works, dice roll goes down to the blue player. So the blue player generally is playing stuff is the player with the lowest points value. And then we're going to flip.
Yeah, I thought you was gonna, but I was very much thinking the same myself. But getting the order tokens out for me was
Is the important
there because obviously it gives me some control over what my droids down here are doing.
So I played ambush, which is a 1 pip, allows me to give an order to 1 unit. Carl played push, which is a 2 pip, giving just the 2 units.
Let's see again the old aggressive tactics plays, so they all get a surge token for me. And you've obviously got OB out there, haven't you? So yeah, gets one then. So
Okay.
yeah, is Obi gonna
Mr. Obi is
finally win one then?
Yeah.
Or is Grievous gonna get away coughing? And
so Obi's going to activate. He's going to gain an aim token. We're going to tap his force reflexes. Give him a free dodge token. And we are then going to attack Mr. Grievous. So we are 1, 2, 2 red and white dice, and extra 1 for tenacity.
yeah.
So 2 hits out of all of that. So we're going to take a red and a black dice and use the aim.
Yeah.
Reroll those. And we get a surge.
Yeah, which that's good, isn't it? So 3, which will be 5 for me, because this has this, doesn't it? Alright. Oh dear, he does surge, so I'm gonna have to spend 1 of them. I think. So that will be 1 wound after all that.
Yep. 1 wound.
Oh, we've both done it, never mind. On there. Okay, so that's 5 wounds on the Grievous. But, still going strong-ish. So, knowing really that. Yeah, I think we'll activate the old big unit of droids here then. In this case, you may as well have a long shot at the old red squad. We'll take it for these fellas. And we lost one guy, haven't we? So 6 white.
Yeah.
3 black. And a heavy cover. So the aim will be like that. Pathetic. Okay, we have got a surge token, so I'm. How many did I have? 3. Yeah, I may as well spend.
Yeah. So that gives you 5 net results.
5, so 2 will go away.
3 net dice to roll.
Yeah.
1 red ones.
And he saves them all. There we are.
They are going to get a suppression token.
Yeah. And that
Is
is
that done?
all droids done.
We go to the command stack. And it's that bark speeder again.
Wow.
It's going to get it.
Goes down to 2.
So I'm going to take a dodge token. Bark speeder. And I'm going to do recover action.
To get your
Cover the arm.
turret gun back, yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Is that one done?
Left, isn't it? So I think I'm actually gonna do solo droid over here then. Let's go and do what we call crit fishing. So attacking those is in base.
So turn the mic here on.
Yeah, obviously I'll take an aim for me first one to give me a reroll. And that one's not good, so I'll aim to try again. There it is. Gets the crit through.
So they get the 1 defense dice. And they surge, but they don't surge to block. So
No. Casualty caused by
for the clone troopers.
hero battle droid.
Squad 2.
Underestimate him.
Another suppression. Put the
Oh yeah, I flipped that too quickly, didn't I? Let's plonk that back on. Onto them. Yes. Done. Magic.
Okay, so onto the command stack for me again. Go with the red squad here. So we're going to try and get off the suppression. So they've got 2 suppression on them. So let's see what we get. We get nothing.
None. Suppose we're better add in now that we haven't mentioned Commander's Courage because as they're on 2.
Yeah. So
If they
ordinarily,
yeah.
if Obi-Wan wasn't on the field, At this point in time, these guys would be looking at running away. But because Obi-Wan is my commander, and his courage 3, he has a range 3 bubble. So I'll just flip his command token over just so we can check the range.
Yeah,
So
just
they
most
are,
of the board here. So,
yeah, they are affected by Obi-Wan's courage when it comes to run. So basically, that's Obi-Wan, spurring them on to keep going. So
yeah,
they're still in the fight, but they are
they're suppressed. Yeah,
So that action for me going to be to attack, and I'm going to attack the big load of droids.
yeah.
Now so I've only got 3 black boxes. Do 6.
Still have loads of them white dice.
Yeah.
Hello, that's a lot.
So we get 4 hits, 2 crits. So the heavy
Maybe 2 and 2. Yeah. And they.
That's going to be 4 results.
Yeah. No, white. I have no help over there. I don't. Oh dear. It's a bad time. So. 1, 2, 3, 4. Many droids died.
Yes.
Oh dear. Well, that leaves me with Mr. Grievous then, doesn't it? So, here we go. And I think he's going to get all out this time and aim it up.
Yep.
And then it's obviously is two lots of lightsaber. So, red.
Gets that.
Voice and I'm going to remember it. I'll see, so I'm going to do it this time. So, there we are, and I haven't. Okay.
The initial roll.
And you've got a red block to re-roll as well.
So
wow.
5 and 2. Wow.
That's pretty decent, that.
So I'm going to spend Obi-Wan's dodge token.
Yeah.
Get rid of one of those. So that is going to put me down to rolling 6 dice.
6 dice.
But it is going to activate Surizu Mastery again. So
Yeah.
surge to block. Go. Go. There they go. Yeah.
Ooh.
Get 3 and 1. Do suffer 2 wounds. And Grievous suffers 1 wound back as well.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Obi on 5 wounds now.
Yeah, Grievous taking 6, so they're battering away, but no one's going to die, it seems.
No one.
Sadly, the rest of the droids have mostly left us.
Yeah. So, Obi on 5, Grievous 6. I've got 1 more pull to do.
Yeah, you've got a squad left, haven't you?
Squad of troopers. So I think what I'm going to do here, I'm going to take a move action with Clone Trooper Sergeant. First action. Troopers. 2. At this point, the cover you isn't that much.
No.
Range 3 here. He can see, and everyone in the squad can see. We're going to get the black. Red.
Send barricade.
Hits and a surge. That is going to take 2 off, so going to be 2 men.
2 to save for the droids. And then, oof. Oh dear. Yeah. So sadly, that's going to be my heavy from that squad gone as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh dear. The droid ranks definitely thinned. Alright. And that
Okay.
would be turn 4, wouldn't it?
That would be turn 4. So
yeah, pretty much.
we remove
Winding down. We'll
suppression.
yeah. See how the fight in the middle goes here, and we're approaching a wipeout.
Yeah.
So, I think where's that gone? No,
I think
the old lag going on now. I think.
so. I go with this one.
Hey,
Ready?
yeah,
2
yeah,
versus 1.
yeah. That's it's the old.
First.
Get that first go for
2
Mr.
troopers.
Grievous.
So one of my trooper units is going to be OB.
Yeah.
My trooper unit will be just away. Troopers, I think. So that's surge 2. Those 2 from aggressive tactics.
Yeah.
Also, it does give, because of the ability on knowledge and defense from Obi-Wan. As Obi-Wan gains 1 dodge token for each other friendly troop unit at range 1.
Ooh, yeah, I think you're in range now, aren't you?
I am.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get a dodge token onto Obi.
Yeah, that's handy.
It should help.
Yeah, that could be reasonably pivotal, that. But nonetheless, as the game goes, we've got to start with Mr. Grievous, haven't we?
Mate.
So we take our aim token and we try and get
Attack.
this pesky Jedi
Off the table.
Yeah. So the bar. That and then that for tenacity.
Yep.
Right, yeah. So off we go.
Grievous does. 5.
Not bad. So aim, got a red and a black. You can throw again.
5 to the initial.
Is it
7.
to 7.
Oh,
Ooh.
this is going to be a big ask, I think, of Obi. So we're going to spend the dodge token, which will take that down to
Down to 6 then.
6. So 1, 2. This could be the end of Obi-Wan here, people. And So we get 2 that get batted back to you.
Oh, that's going to kill Grievous then as well. I think we've killed each other, have we not?
I think we
right?
have.
Yeah.
I think we have.
Excellent. Yeah, I've never achieved that before, so that's going on the list. Oh dear. Yeah. Very, very good.
Yeah, so
Yeah, 1 wound for each. So yeah, that's not quite what I was expecting, but there we go. Now,
so it's worth mentioning here what happened.
yeah, in the end phase, we need to claim or choose new commanders, is what would happen, isn't it?
Yes.
So, and the thing with that, as we discovered recently, is that the group you nominate as your new commander uses the commander token well.
Yes.
So that's a well-known fact to newer players, I suppose.
So.
Yeah. So that was my activation to mutually annihilate us. So yeah.
So I'm going to take one from the command stack, and it's that blasted bark speeder.
Yeah. Gonna get the clearance by the end of turn 5. I think there's a good chance.
So get a speeder. We'll take a token this time. We took the dodge last time. We are just online for that.
Yeah.
So we need to make sure that this guy dies. So we're going to add the ion cannon
Throw
in.
the lot. Yeah.
So we're going to be 4 black, 2 white, 1 red. 2 red, 2 white. At that droid trooper. Oh, that was a roll.
Ooh.
So we have an aim token.
It's turning. Yeah.
So we surge to speed. Yes, we do. So that surge we'll keep because that is 2 results effectively. Take the 2 black dice.
Go back to reroll.
Reroll those with the aim. More surges.
More
so
surges. So that's 4 saves, isn't it?
in the open now. So
Open. So I think that could be a disintegrated droid. Yeah.
yep.
I think we've got an imminent tabling. So obviously my now remaining only draw is 1 battle droid. What's his range like? Because obviously he would have to shoot. Yeah, he's going to have shots. So what does he want to shoot at? Is that? I'm going to say the red squad just in case I can fluke the suppression. Get him running. So I can't take aim because from the stack. So that would be by the cover.
Yeah. So it would be eaten by the cover.
But it would do its tokens worth, and it.
Yeah.
That's all. That's that.
Okay. So now we go on to the last activation. 1 activation for me.
Yeah.
So I'm going to pull from the stack the trooper unit here. And these
They
guys
get
are
the
taking
final
aim.
one. Yeah, they should do it, shouldn't they?
They're going to attack the
Yeah, they're on that line, aren't they?
droid here. But what I'm also going to do,
Oh, he's going to fire support.
I'm going to fire support. So
Do
this
it.
is a clone. So phase 1 clone troopers have the fire support. So basically, when I do the attack from here, I can add, if a unit has a face-up order token, which these guys do, I can add my fire support into, so I can basically add the dice from this unit into the dice pool of the original unit that's firing. So I'm going to get 7 normal guys with black dice, so that's 7 black.
Yeah, and yes,
And
six,
2 red.
6 and 6 white.
And
Wow.
6 white. So this is overkill.
You would hope so, but yeah.
But there are 2 reasons for doing this. So the first reason is that this unit has suppression tokens on them.
Yeah.
And if I fail to rally them in the rally step, they would run off the board. By doing the fire support, it will now flip their order token face down. They won't get a rally step.
Yeah, they won't
which means that I'll save them. So, worst case scenario. So, I'm now going to roll all these 15 dice.
And if that doesn't kill one battle droid, well, we'll probably retire at this point.
So, we've got... I'm going to re-roll the red surge and a black. My aim. Oh. And that's another hit. So, we get 5 hits, and I'm going to use... no surge token, so... we got 5 hits, which go down to 3 hits.
Goes down to 3. Let's chuck them 2 off.
Can it be the hero droid?
The hero droid needs a
droid that could.
Oh, one away. One away. The droids fail. There we go.
And that is that done.
But even that is a total tabling. But nonetheless, it was that was 5 turns, wasn't it? So that worked all right. Because obviously a skirmish size game only goes 5 turns.
Yeah.
Game 6, so kind of worked. Obviously, as we see there, droids do die quite easily. But nonetheless, it isn't the be all and end all. Obviously, there was no scenery for me to hide behind or anything like that. So, I mean, there's barricades, but it's a very simple table, simple layout. But like I say, that's probably where most people will be starting, so it's worth doing.
Yeah, and this is why we did this, was because if you're getting this on Christmas Day or whatever, you're probably only going to have your kitchen table unless you're a big war gamer. If this is for Star Wars fans as well, because this is one thing about this game, is the fact that it's not just miniature war gamers that are going to play this. You're going to get fans of the Star Wars franchise who are going to want to look at this and possibly have a game. Maybe with their family, maybe with their kids. So this is like the Christmas Day opening, and again, the nice thing about this, in some ways, is the fact that you could potentially open this up on Christmas Day, and short of getting a little bit frustrated at some battle droids. Actually,
I mean, you've got to build your minis, but putting your clones together won't take you long. Droids depends on modelling experience, I suppose, but anyone who has done other games, it'll be fairly straightforward. If not, then a bit of learning and a bit of patience will be required, but
Right, guys. Well, thanks for that.
I
think we'll do it again.
We'll obviously dabble with some different things and some proper tables and whatnot down the line. And,
I think anyone who is watching, and who does play Legion already, if you want to, send us some lists that you'd like to see played, or some models that you might like to see played, and Carl and myself will try and
figure something
build
out
lists around those.
If there's
a unit that you don't, Yeah.
Scruffypodcast@gmail.com for any of that. Send us an email.
And PM me on the Discord server on the Star Wars Legion Discord server. So Scruffy Simon.
Yeah. So Scruffy Carl on there now, I think. So find me on there. Yeah. Rightio, mate. I think that's a job well done, well played, and so obviously this usually is podcast night, but we're having a change this week, so we'll be back to that in the new year by the time it gets out to you. So have a good one, everyone, and we'll see you on the other side.
See you on the other side. Have a good Christmas, guys.
Good evening and goodbye.